truck. Make sure we're not hitting my suspension. Okay, hold on. Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. We are back on the cars. Went to the Sumter swap meet this morning. Didn't really find anything. Guy had a set of the fender spears for the Apache that were kind of rough. You'd have to have them redone. He wanted $100 for them, but you know, that's probably a good price. But at the same time, I don't even think I'm using them on this truck, so I really need them. So where we're at here is we got a couple things going. I have not ordered engine and transmission mounts yet, because as you guys have seen, we've been working on our house over in Zephyr Hills, trying to do a bathroom renovation, a fence restoration, and dear God, construction materials are expensive. Oh my God, it's insane. So most of my money has went to that. So what we do have is some things that need to happen over here on the Apache. I need to get the bed off and the fenders off, and the bed rail, anything to do with the bed, I need to get off and put back away, because the rear suspension is on its way. So we got the parallel forward link, the coilovers, the panel bar, all that's coming. So we need to get ready for that, and all of that is in the way. So we need to get that off of there today, which is something that's very doable. I don't think I want to take the front suspension off yet, but I kind of need to. It just gives me hope. So, you know, I might leave that on for a minute, but rear suspension's coming. We got to prep for that. At some point, sooner than later, that cab's going to have to go back on this frame. And I would love to see that cab on this frame with that front suspension. That would be really cool. Just so I can get an idea of it. So that's something else we got to think about over the next week. But this guy, we got a show coming up, big Volkswagen show in Dade City, Florida. It's called Bug Jam. And I'd like to take this, try to sell it. But to do that, I need a little better alignment. I need to loosen up my steering a little bit on the box, and I need to put a battery in it. So a couple things, do some polishing, this, that, and the other, and then, you know, she'll be ready to take over there. We'll probably trailer it over and, you know, take the top off and have it sitting there with the top off and all the things. So might do that. I think that's next weekend. So I need to kind of take advantage of what time I have and get into that today as well. None of that's going to take very long, but it's, you know, still stuff that has to be done. So lots of loose ends, guys. Tinkering with this, try to get this guy back on the road maybe today. Try to get the bed off of this and start thinking about getting the cab back on, which is very simple. It's unbolt it, lift it up, drop it on. It's that easy. So stay tuned for all that, and we'll be back here in a minute. All right, guys, we got the bed off, put it back in the shed, got everything put away where it's nice and under roof and not going to get wet and do weird things. So yeah, really the first look I've had of this frame without the bed on it. It looks like a hot rod frame. I can't wait to get the rear suspension. That's going to be amazing. Really look like something here. So pretty happy with this. So that's done. Now the next project here is Project Volkswagen. Got her cab outside. Sooner than later, this is going to go back on there, and that should look pretty good with that suspension on there. So we're pulling the battery out of the thing. We'll go and I think it's still under warranty. We'll go get a new battery to where we can at least drive it and kind of go from there. So that's the plan, guys. So stay tuned. Still got a lot more coming, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure what we're going to get into by the end of the day, because we're kind of flying through this. So Stay tuned, it might get crazy. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so here's kind of where we're at. Volkswagen thing. Went and got a new battery, installed it. For those of you who wonder where a battery is on a Volkswagen thing, it's like all Volkswagens. It's right there under the back seat. So, got that in. Car fired right off. No problems there, other than it's running on like 2 cylinders. So, need to pull the plugs and clean the plugs or replace them depending on how they look. And probably do a little adjustment on the carb. Its car's sat here and hasn't ran in a couple months. So everything else is working though. We did go ahead and polish out the headlight, or not headlight, but the headlight rings, and these here, they were starting to get a little rough. Went ahead and polished those out a little bit. But now it's really just let it cool down for a little bit. I tried taking it around the block, and I was trying to clear it out. So, you know, but every time I pull up to a stop sign and I'm in first and I have to stop, getting going again is almost impossible. And that's, you know, that's where we're at. So, but once it gets going, it kind of clears out a little bit, but then, you know, as soon as you shift, you're, you know, RPMs drop, not a good thing. So, that's where we're at there. Right now, me and Big Ron are trying to figure out how we can drop this frame down for the Apache, pull the rear end out, drop it all down as far as we can, and then shut the door to be able to get the cab onto the frame. That's what we're looking at right now. Don't know if we're actually gonna get around to doing it, but that's what we're figuring out right now. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be right back. welcome back. Well, cab's on, as you guys saw. Got the passenger door on. Sitting on jack stands all low. It's pretty close to ride height. It'll probably come up at just a couple inches in the front, maybe. I think the back's probably pretty close. Of course, we don't have rear suspension on it right now or anything, but you kind of get an idea. Cab is mounted with all the correct mounts and rubbers and so on. Pretty cool. Starting to get an idea of where we're going with this thing, right? It's starting to look like something, which is really, really cool. So, just wanted to show you guys this. Tomorrow we're gonna be back over at our house, working on the bathroom again, but you know, this is really turning out to be something sharp. We've got quite a bit of work to do still. We are kind of in that pickle waiting on some parts. Rear suspension we're waiting on. We've already ordered it. It's supposed to ship out this week, so I'm going to call them tomorrow and make sure it's on its way. And we're going to be on its way, and they haven't forgot about us. And the other, I need to order engine and transmission mounts, which I know I talked about doing this past Thursday, but just running out of money. So that'll be in 2 weeks, and we'll get those coming. And then we'll get our engine mocked up in here with the transmission, and it'll really start to look like something. But before I do that, I would really like to have the rear suspension in. That way we're kind of where we're going to be, and you know, it just makes things a little easier. But so far so good. Ron doesn't know this yet, but I think if we can physically do it, since we have pretty much an open bay, I think I'm going to move a couple more things here. But I'd like to start putting the 40 in the garage, and since the window's what it is, and we'll leave the thing out here because it's fine, and hopefully it goes away next weekend. That'd be amazing. And if you guys want a 73 Volkswagen thing that's pretty good, I got one for you. I'll make you a hell of a deal. So come see me at the Bug Jam. But yeah, guys, we're cooking with hot grease over here. Really happy with this. This is a day we did not expect to do any of this. You guys saw that in the beginning. We were like, well, we need to put the cab back on, but we're gonna probably talk about it. And you know how this works. Talking about it ended up doing it. So now we kind of got a truck sitting here. So kind of cool. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. And if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. Trying to build the channel. And we will be back here very soon, the next day or two. I've got a lot of content on this that I'm going to put out there over the next day or two. And you guys will see a whole bunch of how we put this cab on and all that. You'll like it. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe, and we will see you here in the next day or two.